Asana is an amazing tool, and you probably already know that, but Asana cannot do everything, and it will not do everything. And I hope it stays that way, because we don't want the tool to become too complex or too cluttered. When Asana doesn't do what you expect it to do, you can always turn to code, and you can custom code a lot of things around Asana. This is what we do very often for our clients. For example, we have all day, every day, dozens of automations running for ourselves and our clients to move things around, rename tasks, archive projects, and stuff like this. It all uses what's called the API, which is a system to discuss with code with the Asana servers. When you want to improve Asana capabilities, there's a couple of things you can do. The first thing is you can create web-based tools that allows you to have a web page that someone goes to, they click a couple of buttons, and then your code could do things in Asana. The second option is to create what's called app components. App components are fairly new to Asana. There are a couple of different app components. You could have widgets, you could have actions in rules, and you could have forms that would be embedded into Asana. We're working on a couple of those. That's really exciting because it's really embedded directly into Asana. The last category is actually automations and scripts. And there's two kinds of automations. You have reactive, what I call reactive automations, and passive automations. Reactive automations would be automations that react to things happening in Asana. That would use something called webhooks. And for example, the ChatGPT bot that we came up with actually uses that mechanism, which means that every time a comment is made mentioning the bot, then our servers get notified and we post an answer on the task itself. That's reactive automation. And then you have passive automation. A passive automation, it's something that runs on a regular basis. Like every 10 minutes, we have our formulas being computed to update custom fields. We don't react to change. We just go and see what has to be updated every 10 to 20 minutes and update what has to be updated. It's easier to code. It's a bit faster to use. It doesn't require as much server resources as the reactive automation. So just to sum up, you have all of those possibilities to do things to improve Asana capabilities. Obviously, we can help with those, so don't hesitate to turn to us, the i.DO agency, to code some of those. And we can also help your team code those themselves. So don't hesitate. This is something we do very often, just helping IT teams code things around Asana. Have a good day.